Hey everyone, I'm your host Marcus Norman of Gentleman Style Podcast Show, and today I'm excited about this interview. This man that we have coming to the stage is absolutely impactful, incredible. This is going to be a phenomenal conversation that we're going to have about a growing industry. And I personally feel, and a lot of the fans and a lot of the followers agree with me, that this company, this man is leading the charge into the future in hemp. So stay tuned, stay with us. You won't want to miss 1 second of this powerhouse speaker. Here we go. Your host, your favorite gentleman, Marcus Norman of Gentleman Style Podcast Show. And we are going to talk about investing and small business and entrepreneurship and all these things in between. But the focus is on hemp and the cannabis industry. And I couldn't think of a better guest to bring to the stage. He's the co-founder, CEO, leading the charge in a company called Chowpod. And this unique man is leading the charge and leading the way in this industry, this hemp-based industry, and showing us a better way to do hemp better and keep us safe along the way. He's keeping us safe with products and services, but he's a technology-based company. It's not your typical business that you would think of. And so I am excited today to have him on the stage, and he's going to dive in and help us into the future. So I can't help but wait. Help me introduce Mr. David.
Thanks for having me. Good to be here. Good to be here.
Thank you for being here, Mr. David. Thank you for being on Gentleman Style Podcast Show, sir. Sir, you are phenomenal. You are killing the game. It's absolutely incredible to have you here. I am starstruck right now to have you on this show. So thank you, sir.
Yeah, we share the same feeling. Likewise. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
This is a great show, and I'll just let you start. I'll let you kickstart. First, I'll just introduce myself. My name is David. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Chowpod. Chowpod is a leader in technology in the hemp industry. What we're doing at Chowpod is something different. Usually, when you hear about a hemp company or a CBD startup, you think of a brand. Well, for us, it's more than just a brand. We don't make CBD products per se, but rather we partner with the best in the market to provide the most transparent and trustworthy list of products in this early and confusing market. We believe this market is the future of a lot of things in the sleep industry, in the pain industry, and so many health benefits. And we want to provide more transparency for the customers to see what they're actually buying on a day-to-day basis. There's no structure or foundation for this industry, and that's why I invented Chowpod. The reason I started this company was when I first ruptured my Achilles about 3 years ago. I realized that I didn't want to take opioids or things that would not necessarily be healthy for me. So when I looked to cannabis, prior to that, I never took cannabis. When I looked into cannabis, I realized that this could actually be a game changer for a lot of people. And it was a game changer for me. And when I saw the problems facing this industry, as a problem solver, as an entrepreneur, I was pushed to actually create solutions to guide this industry to more acceptance. I feel the more acceptance and the more people can see the products for what they are, the more they can understand and use the products, and the industry can grow. So that's what
So wait, did I hear you clearly, Mr. David? This journey that you have taken all of America on started because of a sports injury. You got injured.
I was playing basketball. So I'm a decently tall guy, and I'm a slasher, right? If you play basketball, I'm kind of a slasher. So I jump out of the box. I can really take off. So I think I was about to go for like a
A
actually a
dunk.
dunk, and I tore my Achilles. I'm serious. I'm serious. I was really aggressive that day, and I realized number one, I was getting older.
Yeah.
Age was actually knocking on the door. But it was so shocking for me because for the first time I couldn't jump, I couldn't move. It felt like someone took my leg off, and that was when the journey started. I know
Yeah.
it's a very interesting injury. It happens. It happens. It can happen anytime. It's not like
Yes.
something where okay, car hits you. You can be walking and it just pops up. So it was interesting for me.
Your
It was shocking
Achilles.
too, but you know that was
Yeah.
where the journey started actually.
Thank you for that. I had no idea that and I want to also caveat. I want to piggyback on what you said.
Yeah,
Child 420 is changing lives, and just like you said, you don't want to take the narcotics. You don't want to take the traditional Western medicine, right? There's got to be an alternative, and you hear pioneers like
yeah,
Dr. Sebi. I put you up there with Dr. Sebi, right? You are at the
yeah,
forefront. I put you at the forefront of
yeah,
what we really should be looking towards, which is natural, holistic ways to heal the body. And I can attest,
right.
as a military veteran, as a veteran myself, who served 8 years in the Navy, overseas, underseas. I was a sailor, and so it has done wonders for me. Where are you from, Mister David? Where are you from?
Ethnicity wise, so it's crazy. I kind of lived everywhere in the world, right? Ethnicity wise, my parents are actually West African, specifically from the Gulf of Guinea, Nigeria. That's where my parents are from. So I spent half of my life growing up and learning traditions and culture back home. My parents were really big on culture and tradition. So I spent half of my life, the first half of my life was spent out there, and I came to the U.S. for my college as well as my part of my high school. So it's kind of like I'm not now I'm too foreign for home. I'm too foreign for the U.S. and too foreign for both. You know, it's a very interesting identity, knowing that I have snippets and experiences from all over the world, and I spent some time also in the UK and in Canada, and most of the time I spent in the US and where my parents are from, and of course where I'm from, which is Nigeria.
Very well traveled. You're very well traveled. Give it up for him, y'all. Give it up for Mr. David. So, cannabis industry has been able to take off thanks to the Farm Bill, right? But how does Chow serve its audience specifically for those who don't know how they can connect, how they can get in contact with these amazing products that are changing
Mhm.
lives? What is Chow actually doing to get in the forefront of customers? What is that platform set up like?
So the platform is set up specifically not to focus on the product, not to focus on selling products, but to focus on transparency and trust. For an industry, as you said, the Farm Bill took it made the industry more, uh, or let's say, open the doors for growth for the industry. However, though, the regulation in the industry is pretty much little or non-existent. And for industry that people consume, people eat, and people put in their bodies with no regulation, what we found out, or not just what we found out, research has shown that over 70% of products in the market are contaminated with metals, pesticides, and other impurities. In addition to this, over 70% of products by Penn Medicine did a research about 2 years ago that and showed that over 70% of products were seen to be mislabeled. So we have an issue of mislabeling, and we have an issue of transparency, and I have an issue of impurities. And this is what people consume, right? So what Chowpod 20 is doing is we are we are actually going down to give the customer the power to see through the bottle, see through the package. I think that's the best way to say it. See through everything that you take it. It's like you want to know everything you put in your body, what the ingredients are, how they affect you, how they affected others, as well as what are the testing of these products. Are the products tested properly? And if the products are tested properly, where can I see the lab test results? What we've done is we've put everything and bundled everything up, and we store all this information on the blockchain, so people can actually see that we cannot change it, the brands cannot change it, but you can see the true source of what this product's actually made up from, how these products are tested, where they are tested, and if they pass the testing, we verify the products and list it on child420.com for you to buy. So when you're buying a Child 420, you have that peace of mind that you're buying the best products out there. You're buying the products that you can actually see what they've done for other people, and you can see the ingredients of what these products contain. And if the ingredients are something, things that like you're either allergic to or things that your body you're looking to consume, and you can make the best judgment. I feel this is even beyond CBD. This is kind of the internet of products you buy. When you think of the products we eat and the products we consume, packaged products are not yet digitized. We're starting with the CBD and hemp industry to digitize that transparency. So when you pick up a bottle, wherever you pick up the bottle, whether you pick up the bottle at the store or Child 420, you see exactly what's inside that bottle before you consume it or before you give it to your loved ones and friends as well. So that's what we're doing. We are going, we're taking the extra step to go deep into the market using technology to find what's inside and record the products on the blockchain as well. That's what we're.
So my own family has disowned me because every time I mention cannabis, they think I'm in the weed business. So I'm gonna ask. I need your help to debunk this myth. Can any of the products get you high? Can you debunk that myth right now so my family
So,
can let me back in
um,
the house?
great question. So basically, the products we sell are all natural products, right? We try to stay away from synthetic cannabinoids. When I say synthetic cannabinoids, I mean cannabinoids that are not necessarily derived from um, hemp in its organic state or in its natural state. If you go to our About Us page, you see it clear as day. We don't sell synthetic cannabinoids. We stay away from synthetic cannabinoids, and we do only natural products. Now, one thing about cannabis, just like anything else, like caffeine or when you take a Red Bull, the rush of energy that you have, that's the same thing for CBD, right? CBD with THC all depends on what's your tolerance levels, right? The products we sell are specifically for wellness. However, if you go ahead and buy products with more than 5 milligram THC thereabout, you definitely feel a little tingle. But that's not what we focused on. We still adhere to the hemp, to the farm bill, which is 0.3% THC. So we don't sell products that are more than 0.3% THC in to as long as they conform to the farm bill. But to get high is all about tolerance, right? We don't on an average, I think the highest THC product we have is 10 milligram per gummy. That's the highest that we have out there. But some people need products that are really high in THC because they face like excruciating pain, right? So if you sell to someone, I actually I was privy to look at a chat. A customer was looking for a product that had 50 milligrams of THC. That's not, we don't sell that. That's way too high for a regular person. Our goal is to provide cannabis for everyday people doing everyday things that allow you to be as productive as you can, right? And this is all built on tolerance. So I want to also, say that your tolerance is based on how much cannabis you've taken before. So you can see exactly what you're buying on Child 420. Like you see exactly through it. If you don't, some people react to 1 milligram of THC, some people react to 2 milligrams of THC, and so on and so forth. But you can control that because you might need more THC if you're going through so much pain. But our business model is centered around wellness. We're not here to make anyone high. We're just here to provide the best products in the market and for to solve different needs of our customers. That's the goal of Child 420. And I think like there's a misconception about it on this market. There's a misconception that like it's just for people to get high, but people need this for several things, several things, and that's what we're here for. We just here to use data to track the things you need it for, and provide the best products to you, deliver to your doorstep for free. That's what we do.
For sure. For sure. I love that. And so that's why I'm glad that you said that, because the real focus is on wellness, getting better. You can see the reviews, y'all. And that's part of the transparency that Mr. David is talking about. They're fully transparent. You get the lab results, you can see the testing, you can see the tracking, right? The blockchain of where this product has been, where it's coming from, where it's going straight to your front door. And so and the reviews don't lie. And so when you go on the website, that blew me away, right? It's consistently over and over again, people buying, and they're not just coming on and saying, oh, it tastes really good. This isn't a restaurant, right? Oh,
Exactly.
it was a great meal. No, this helped me with this pain that I've been suffering from. This helped me with this migraine that I've received from a car accident. That's the kind of results and the trust that is backed, that comes with this company. And so that is huge, right? It's not to get you high. It's not to, get you to tomorrow. It's natural medicinal help, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I am a testament. Mr. David, what's your favorite product? Or what's your go-to? What do you really
Well, my,
migrate to?
my go-to is actually low THC, about the 12 to 1, 2 milligrams. It keeps me calm. I love clarity, right? I love to think. I love clarity than anything else. So I like to take things with lower THC, more CBD, and it keeps me calm. Especially, a lot of stress goes into. You face a lot of stress when you run a business, right?
Yeah,
The people that run businesses before can attest to this. There's a lot of things moving around, and I'm giving this my everything. So sometimes when you give you everything, you need clarity. You need to be calm, and the 2 milligram works for me. So the 2 milligram microdose CBD with THC is the best one for me so far. But
love
yeah,
it. Thank you. I thank you for saying it. I go for and you can get this in various forms. They have everything, y'all. It's oils, there's capsules, like multivitamins, there's gummies, there's oils, there's everything on the platform. And I really enjoy the similar thing. I go for a little bit higher concentration of THC, but I go for kind of like you said. I don't. It allows me to still function, right? The,
exactly.
the the danger, and I say this to everyone: the danger of using someone else's product is, one, you don't know where it came from. You don't know if this guy, where he made it. You don't know if he made it in his toilet, right? And now you're putting
Exactly.
something in your mouth. You're consuming this, right? The transparency of a child gives you the peace of mind to know that what you're putting in your body is clean, it's safe, and it's going to help, and you can still function. I'm not stuck inside the house, just like Mr. Davis said. He can still run his company. I can't tell you how many phone calls I've called Mr. David and his team, and he's always smooth, right?
Yeah, anytime, 7 days a week.
The building could be on fire, and he's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I got you. Let me send you this. We'll get it out to you." And he's just going through it. He's going through it. And
Exactly.
he's taking it step by step. But for me, it's pain free. I suffer from stress, especially being in the military. So again, round of applause for what Mr. David and his team is doing. These products are changing absolute lives. Um, what excites you the most about Chow 420? What direction is Chow heading to? Where are you guys going for the foreseeable future?
I
Because the
think
projections, the numbers on the cannabis industry, I mean, it was projected to be at 20 billion by 2022. What's the goal now for your company?
I think that the goal is pretty much is to me is limitless. Number one, the focus is to really, be a well-known name in this industry for trust and transparency, and that's the foundation, right? I feel when we provide that trust and transparency, and we're a known name in this market, which we're becoming. And I see the trends, and it's very favorable to the company. Um, and as more customers see what we're doing and they respect what we're doing, they tell more other customers, and the word of mouth keeps spreading. But once we achieve that, I think it should just keep going to the other industries that lack this trust and transparency. A lot of things we eat in today's world, a lot of things we put in our bodies, we don't necessarily know what they are. We don't know what the ingredients are. There's a lot of myths everywhere. There's myths about, you know, sugar causing this, or caffeine causing this, or cannabis causing this. I think we can solve every single thing uh, centered around the products you consume. And for the cannabis market, I feel as regulatory framework continues to favor the market, it's just growth from here. I think for something this niche and nascent, like it's a lot of upward trends. Like I see a lot of upward trends as people start to take more cannabis and people start to see it as a normal product. And as we continue to grow, we'll continue to adjust. I feel change is always constant in business. And as things change, we're going to adjust. But the foundation of the business is still to provide that trust and transparency for consumer packaged products. So when I say that, it allows you to think of every single packaged products you consume and what we can do for that experience, how we can solve the transparency issues that really causes a lot of illnesses in this world today, right? In this world today, a lot of illnesses that we fight with, or we lose our loved ones for, are really centered around our diet and things we put in our bodies. So I feel we can actually solve that problem, from cannabis to everything else. Starting with CBD, very exciting industry, and we'll just keep going from there.
Mr. David, I want to ask this question, this curveball, because it happened. The biggest thing is safety, right? We're going with transparency, but Chow is also designed to keep people safe. And so I want to ask this question live because it happened to me. A customer inquired about. I have a child. My child frequents a particular shopping mall that Chow 420 is in. And so the mom, this is a mother, she's concerned because her son, who's a minor, who's underage, has a credit card for him to make purchases as he pleases. And so her fear is how does Chow protect her son from making a purchase on and accidentally buy cannabis? Can you help answer that young mother's question?
Great question. Number one, right? I need to say something. I actually have a master's in cybersecurity centered around access control and identity management. And I built the system from start to finish, right? Um, One of the things you need to understand in this market is uh, the big one of the big parts of Child 420 is actually this trust, transparency, and safety, right? So when we talk about safety, we don't just talk about the product, but talk about minors as well. And when I say that, I actually took time to think about the process. So the process in which kids, right, that go around and buying products that they shouldn't be buying cannot do the same thing at Child 420. The way we built the platform and the way we built the machines is by actually tracking when a customer uses the machine. And before you become a customer, you have to be age verified. Um, and the age verification process is actually a facial recognition process. So we use your ID and we tie your ID to your face scan. And when you take the ID and the face scan together, we tokenize the identity. These are all cybersecurity, right? So now when we tokenize the identity, you're given a passcode in which only you have access to when you log into your account using your password. So now we've taken your ID, we've taken your face recognition, but we don't want to keep all that information. We tokenize it for your privacy, and then we give you a passcode. Now, anytime you access that passcode, it actually logs in our system saying, okay, Marcus has actually used this passcode today to access the machine. So now that being said, we're actually authenticating the user to get the passcode. I've done with age verified that user. So the only way a minor can have access to is if another adult gives access to the minor. And if that happens, we can actually track the adults that actually give access to the minor. So we've actually closed out all possible loopholes for a minor to access the machine. And I feel that's the future because the issue around minors accessing or minors taking products for adults is because human beings actually sell these products to minors. But with child, no one is there to sell that product to you. You have to be age verified. If you're not age verified, you cannot access the product. And if an adult gives an access to the minor, we can actually track who did that and when that happened. And all this comes into the safety goal of Child 420 to provide this safe place and this safe environment for people to always buy these products and know that like, yes, this product is not just safe, but I can buy these products with my kid right beside me, and my kid cannot actually access this machine when I'm not there. That's the power of what we've built. And we'll continue to fine tune it and continue to make it even better. But the foundation of what Child 420 stands for is really about safety and making cannabis a normal thing you can trust, and a normal thing you can trust that your kids will not have access to when you're not actually using the machine. That's what Child 420 is. So, it's actually I actually took time being a cybersecurity guy to actually build this product and build this process from start to finish. That's yeah.
Safety, super safe, super secure, super protected, and this man is a genius, y'all. He's a Einstein. Where is Chow located at? For those that want to know, where can people get connected to Chow locally and virtually?
Virtually child420.com. You can always stop by and um, buy a product from child420.com, and we deliver it to your doorstep wherever you are in the country, within 24 to 48 hours, excluding weekends because we use UPS next day, and UPS sometimes don't work during the weekend. So you can connect with us, child420.com. Locally, you just have to search child420 on Google. When you search child420 on Google, you can find the nearest Chow automated pod, and you can go to the automated pod, register, and buy a product from the Chowpod, and see how it works for you. And every product you see in the Chowpod is also offered online, so you can do the same thing online, or you can investigate the product online to see what the product contains and how the product has been verified and what other people are saying about the product before you actually buy the product as well. So we've made it an IoT network where the machines and the online platform connect with each other. So you can shuttle between the online store as well as the machines, and you can get the same experience. The machines will give you the product there and there as a point of sale machine, and online you get the products delivered to your doorstep with UPS next day.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And this company, we just touched on technology.
Yeah.
You have recently done something. You have incorporated AI into the Child 420 community ecosystem.
Yes.
How has that been, and why did you do that?
I did that because that's the icing on the cake for our platform, right? Icing on the cake meaning that's what will allow us scale to greater heights from CBD to everything else. The focus is really to look at the ingredients. So when you buy a product, and it happened to me the other day, I bought a product. I think it was a Diet Coke because I've been trying to do this whole weight loss journey recently. And I bought a Diet Coke, and I looked at the back of the Diet Coke, right? And there was just so many things, like it was like benzene, I can't remember, caramel, whatever. It was so many things there, right? And I was like, what are these things? We take these products every single day, which is like 1,001 ingredients at the back of the product, and we don't even know what we're taking. So when I went back home, I thought about we need to break down the ingredients that products contain, so customers and people can actually see what they're actually taking. And I saw something that day. The Diet Coke I was taking, I think there was a I can't remember the exact ingredient that was inside the product, but if I took that Diet Coke consistently or continuously, and I was taking ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C, it actually creates benzene, and benzene is carcinogenic. So it was kind of striking to me that, like, your kid can drink Diet Coke and then take vitamin C, and there's a chemical reaction between both of them that you're not aware of. Look at the power that can look at the amount of things that can solve, right? Knowing what exactly you're giving your loved ones, knowing exactly what you're taking, and not just trusting everything that's inside that bottle. And that's why we implemented AI, to break down and give you the lens that you need to not just live a better life or a longer life, but to make sure everyone around you lives a better and longer life as well.
Mr. David, you have been absolutely incredible this episode. This has been impactful, powerful, insightful, educational. I wanted to ask, because I keep getting bombarded every day, um, are you taking investors? Is Chow, and how can they, if you are, how can they invest, and how can they connect?
Right now, retail. We're not taking any retail investors right now. In future, we might still take it on Start Engine, but right now we're not taking any investors. We're looking forward to institutional investors because we're looking to grow um, more aggressively in the next coming years. When I say aggressive, I really mean aggressive. We're really looking to take on the industry and do something great in this market. I feel that we have a chance to redefine how the industry works, and also before you redefine how the industry works, you need that accessibility, right? So customers need to be able to access the product. Just as many machines as we can launch out there, we will. As many people as we can reach, we will. But we have a chance to really be the standard for this market, and that's what we're aiming for. So going forward, we're really focused on institutional investors to really scale faster and as quick as possible. That's what we're
So,
focused on.
thank you for saying it. People don't believe me. People think I'm hogging the keys to the kingdom.
Oh, really?
So is I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but here it is. Here you have it. The man, the myth, the legend, spilling the tea. So I'm not making it up when I tell you. It's like they're not taking investors right now. But
I think people might also want to launch machines, and that's fair. People want to launch machines, and if they want to launch machines, you just have to go to chowpods.com if you want to launch a machine and partner with us. So chowpods.com. We'll be happy to look at your application, and if you want to launch the machine, we'll be happy to support that as well. But for investor related questions, we're not taking retail investors. We're not taking retail investors right now.
perfect. Love it. Love it. Love it. Mr. David, this has been incredible. Incredible show. Sir, are there any questions that I should have asked? You've laid so much foundation here. Is there any question I should have asked you that you want to leave my audience with and impart another nugget? One final nugget. Any final nuggets there?
You actually did a great job. I give you that. You did a great job. You actually touched on every single thing. And for the products we talk about, does it get you high? Did it get you high? If the products get you high, you can actually look at the side effects. We actually launched something with equal side effects. So we encourage people to not just leave a review on how the product helped them, but to leave a review on the side effects as well. So if the side effect to you might be, oh, it was too strong, people will leave it there. So you can actually you can track that as well. You can track how this product's performing, how they're working, or what are the side effects, if there are any side effects as well. So, I just want to touch on that, where all we're doing is transparency and wellness. So you can track beyond your imagination. And we'll keep innovating around our transparency and trust, and keep making it better for our customers to trust this product. Because as soon as people get that trust that we're looking, as people get the trust that they're not getting anywhere else, I think the industry can rocket, can really grow as fast as we can imagine. And I think that's the basis of every industry: trust and transparency, and of course accessibility. as well. So that's just to point that out there, that
Super
we
dope.
go in the extra mile to provide that transparency you need.
Absolutely. Transparency, wellness, living a better quality life. Y'all, I
Exactly.
gotta let Mr. David go. This man has an industry to take over and a world
Thank
to
you.
change for the better. Mr. David, I want to say thank you, brother. Thank you for being on the Gentleman Style Podcast show and
Thanks
sharing
for
these
having me.
nuggets. I want to say this to you publicly. Don't give up. We need you. We need what you're doing. Don't give up, please.
Thank you, and thanks for having me. I actually love your motto: God, family, finance, and self. I really love what you're doing. I love what you're doing. Yeah, it's a good thing. Thanks for
Ab-
having me. I would
Absolutely.
love to jump back on here when we launch our 1,000th machine, and so you have me for good.
Absolutely. Connect, y'all. Connect. Again, that's Chow. I'm going to put it back on the big screen. Let's get that back up on the big screen. Connect, y'all. You heard it. We're trying to get to 1,000 locations, 1,000 machines, and change lives for the better, right? We're trying to get people better, living longer and healthier lives. I hope this message has served you. I hope this has been impactful. I hope this is giving you insight into the future of where we're going. And Mr. David and his company, Chow 420, is leading the charge. Like I always end every show, take care of your friends, take care of your family, and always take care of business. This is Marcus Norman of the Gentleman Style Podcast, your favorite gentleman, and Mr. David of Chow 420, changing lives. Thank you all. Love you guys. Bye.